few moments ago, did I hear you correctly when you said that she was excited?
Yes.
All right. When you approached her and saw where she was positioned, did you see where about on her body she was struck by a bullet?
The upper right buttocks.
And was she alive, alert, conscious?
Yes.
Is that yes to all three?
Yes, she was alert, conscious, and breathing.
And was she in need of emergency medical services?
Yes.
And were emergency medical services called at that time?
Yes.
And do you recall who called?
I requested Grady EMS to come out and transport female.
Did you speak with Ms. Bell ever after that day?
No.
During your investigation of this matter, did you learn if there was anyone else did you see anyone else in the home while you were there?
Yes.
All right. About how many persons did you see and observe there?
From the start, when I got there was 6.
All right. Okay. So, do you recall the names of those persons?
Yes.
All right. What are their names?
The other 4 individuals who were inside the residence, if I can go to my report.
Sure.
Taiwan Marquise Marsh, Cecilia Davis, Diamond Mills, Zeranisha Coakley.
About how old did these persons appear to you?
They all appeared to be in their 20s.
Late or early 20s?
Probably about mid-20s.
Do you know if they were residents of that particular home or passersby?
Calls for hearsay.
Sustained.
Did you, all right, what was their demeanor like when you encountered those 4 individuals you described?
They were all upset and excitable.
How were they dressed?
They were all wearing street clothes, like they had been up.
At 4:06 in the morning?
That's correct. All but, I believe, 1 female.
Just a brief indulgence. At the time that you made contact with these 4 individuals, was the male in the Famerica sweatshirt still present or gone from the premises?
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered.
Sustained. Well, actually, overruled. That particular question wasn't asked before. Go ahead.
You can answer.
The male in the brown Fan America shirt, he was no longer at the location.
Is that, so earlier you described that there were 4 persons inside there at that time, inside the home, that is, at that time.
At that time, when I initially arrived, we had the male in the brown Fan America shirt, the 4 people that I named just a moment ago, and the victim.
Okay. Was there ever a time that you spoke with anyone else?
Yes.
What were their names?
If I go to the report.
Sure.
So while at the location, a Kanisha Harris arrived.
How was she dressed?
She was dressed in street clothes.
Did she come into the house?
Yes.
What was her demeanor?
She was upset as well.
About how old did she appear to you?
About in her 20s.
Okay. Did she come alone?
I'm not sure.
All right, I want to talk about your activity inside of the home a little bit further. While inside of the home, can you describe the interior of the home for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
The interior of the home had what looked to be other bullet holes in the wall into the interior, but it had been plastered over and covered each individual hole.
Okay. And when you say plastered over, can you describe a little bit more detail, if you can, for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you mean by that?
Like repaired. The bullets came through the home, and then someone came through and put drywall plaster over each individual home or hole.
And did you also see new bullet defects inside of the home that weren't plastered over?
Yes.
Did you? Do you have personal knowledge of when that those older bullet defects were present at when they got there?
Yes. Well, I did premise.
Personal knowledge.
Oh, no.
Okay. Was there a time that you exited the home at 1428 Adele Avenue Southwest?
Yes.
All right. And what, if anything, occurred at that point?
I spoke to a resident who lived in the neighborhood.
What was that resident's name?
If I can go to the report. Anthony Travis.
And about how old did he look to you?
About in his 20s, maybe upper 20s.
Did you initiate contact with him, or did he initiate contact with you?
He initiated contact with me.
All right. What, if anything, did he tell you at the time he initiated contact?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
May I respond, Your Honor?
You may.
It is, in fact, the present sense impression, and it is also going to be an effect on the listener himself.
Your Honor, it's
the
neither of
information-
those two things.
Hang on. Let me hear what he's saying.
What he is going to testify, what I am saying, we expect the testimony to be, is going to be tantamount to a present sense impression. If I may approach to further clarify, I don't want to put that on the record.
Do you want to come out to the bench?